सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मयोग विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योग वेदांत दर्शन साधन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति कल्याणार्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां सेवक भक्तानां श्रेयभिलाषिणां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्यादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधना प्राप्ति शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन बाह्याभ्यंतर द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योगदर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः। ततो द्वन्द्वानभिघातः तस्मिन् सति श्वास प्रश्वासयोः गतिविच्छेदः प्राणायामः बाह्य अभ्यन्तर स्तंभ वृत्तिः देश काल संख्याभिः परिदृष्टः दीर्घ सूक्ष्मः। बाह्य अभ्यंतर विषय आक्षेपी चतुर्थः। ततः क्षीयते प्रकाशावरणम्। Friends, we are seeing the Ashtanga Yoga sadhanas. In that, the first three Yama Niyama Asana, with all the detailed explanation, along with how perfectly they have to be done. When done perfectly, what are the results one accrues, that has been discussed. Fourth limb pranayama, yama niyama asana pranayama. That fourth anga also has been discussed. The basic final pranayama and the practices for it. The basic one is what? Bhashya abhyantara nirodha. You know, Swasa Prashvasayoho Gati Vicheda is the final thing to be achieved in pranayama. For that, out of so many sadhanas, precisely the summary of all of them said in the 50th sutra as Bhashya Abhyantara Stambha Vrutthi. This is called whole pranayama. Bhashya Abhyantara Stambha Vritti. Vritti means Vartana. Vartana, Vartav, Vyavahara, practice, sadhana. So, where the exhaling we have consciously practiced, inhaling we have consciously practiced, holding the breath we have consciously practiced. These three put together is the pranayama sadhana, keeping various purposes, goals, etc. Okay. Oh, it is done here what? Ki desha kala sankhyavihi paridrushtaha. Generally, with regard to desha and kala and sankhya, these three, bahya, abhyantara, stambha, shvasa, prashvasas are controlled or managed. Then ultimately, they are dirgha and sukshma. दीर्घ काल कितना काल कर सकते हो, कितना सूक्ष्म है. So this is what one sutra which should help us in understanding what are the practices of pranayama sadhanas which lead to the goal of pranayama, that is uh, shvasa prashvasayoho gati vicheda. Okay. Now, obviously, like earlier three sadhanas, when done, the siddhis or the क्या कहते हैं ना phala was told to us. Here also, pranayama, when mastered thoroughly under the guidance of the able teacher, practiced for years together, two phalas are told. Phala Shruti in the sutra number 50 to 53. Before that, the fourth pranayama also told in the 51st sutra, wherein the stambhanam is done of the vayu without support of the श्वासा और प्रश्वास पूरक और रेचक के सहारे के बिना ही यथातथ जब जैसे है कुंभक कर पाने का साधना, which is greater than the other three, but only after doing those three. Having said this, in the 52nd sutra, we saw what is the phala of mastering the pranayama, ki tataha kshiyate prakasha avaranam. With the deep practice of pranayama, the avarana of the prakasha of the entire our personality. You can say the sharira prakasha avaranam also goes away. Sharira becomes beautiful, tejomaya, full of that tejas. Yesterday, two examples we saw in Adhyatma Ramayanam, the tejas of the Kala Rupi Bhagwan, Kala Bhagwan, Yamaraj, when he came, his brightness, brilliance, at the body level seen. So too when Durvasa Rishi came, that time also the explanation about his tejas. So too, this removes the avarna for the tejas of the indriyas also, pranayama. Then the indriyas also become tejomaya. Then it removes pranayama thoroughly done, the covering avarna of the mana. Isn't it? Then the mana becomes very, very bright, brilliant, powerful. Not so much weak, dull-witted, incapable, doing wrong sankalpas, becoming enemy to itself. These are all because of the lack of tejas in the mind, succumbing to the temptations and getting lost in its own habit of imagination, projection. ये नहीं होगा. And बुद्धि का आवरण चला जाता है तो the prajna will come. That is what was in Gita. Indriyanam charatam yan manah anuvidiyate tadasya harati prajna. Prajna. Tadasya harati prajnam vairnavam. Just now in Aitarayam also, etas prajnanasya nama rupani bhavanti. Namani bhavanti. So buddhi becomes prajnavan when the avarana goes away of its prakash. Basically, all of them are prakashamaya, but they are all avruta. And avarana, whenever the word comes, we must know it is tamoguna. Prana Shakti, when conserved or pranayamas when done, the Prakash Avarana goes away, the Buddhi becomes sharp and subtle to inquire and understand the truth as it is. Right now, the Buddhi is slave of the mind is the slave of senses are slave of the body is the slave to the outer Dvandva. इसलिए कोई काम नहीं होता हमारा, है ना? Like in the government offices. Clerk is a slave of the ऊपर वाला slave ऊपर वाला, सबसे ऊपर वाला slave of his own money wanting. Therefore, only the money given, then I do the work. Then that disease comes from him to the lower people. So therefore, lowest one takes 100 rupees, passes 90 above, takes 10 with him. The upper wala takes 20 from it and passes the 70 above. The upper wala takes 30 from it and passes the 40 to the boss. Corruption. In that way, our intellect, mind, senses, body, all are avruta by the tamoguna. That avarana should go away, prakasha should express. Tadah kshiyate prakashaavaranam. What a beautiful expression, isn't it? Ki pranayaman abhyasyataha. Pranayaman plural. Bhujaka, kumbhaka, rechaka and all. Abhyasyataha asya yoginaha. Of this yogi, we are studying the Bhashya. Ki kshiyate gets destroyed. What? Viveka jnana avaraniyam. That which was covering the viveka, therefore that which was not allowing the jnana to express. है ना? जब विवेक करते हैं तो ज्ञान आना चाहिए. अब ज्ञान आ नहीं रहा, क्यों? विवेक नहीं कर रहे. Why? There is an avarana. What is that avarana that is removed? Important, now you must know that also. Karma. Yat. Karma yat. The whole karma is the one which is doing the avarana to the prakasha. Whenever we say the karma, outer karma, inner desire, sankalpa, before that the innermost vasanas, usse pehle avidya. So avidya, vasanas, kamana and karma. Other side you can add karma phala, it's bhoga, and getting enchanted by it. Not thinking whether it's बड़ा टेस्टी तो है, but वो टेस्टी है, जरूरत है क्या तुमको? Isn't it? How many of us now in the modern India, because of a lot of riches which our forefathers sacrificed their lives and worked hard and brought for us, we have so much capacity of purchasing and bhoga, we just enjoy without thinking whether it is required or not. All the today's world, every serial, cinema, movie we see without thinking whether it's needed or not. तो आवरण हो गया हमारा. विवेक का आवरण हो गया, ज्ञान का आवरण हो गया. सो क्षीयते विवेक ज्ञान आवरणीयम कर्मयत. And the karma means bhoga of the karma phala, getting the karma phala, further doing the karma. Karma is prompted by the kamana, kamana is backed by the vasana. Vasana is always there when there is avidya. Vasana strengthens avidya, avidya creates more vasanas. ये दोनों दोस्त. In this thick avaranam, the prakasha that this is the self, all of that is gone. This is the bandhana, this is the moksha. ये करना है नहीं करना, सो धर्माधर्म का प्रकाश चुप गया, बंध मोक्ष का प्रकाश चुप गया, आत्मानात्म का प्रकाश also it is आवृत. That goes away when pranayama done. यत तद आक्षक्षते. So he is quoting Vyasa Bhagavan to prove or to say that when the pranayama done, the prakasha avarana gets reduced. Avarana covering the prakash. Very interesting. कि क्या है? महामोहमय इंद्रजालेन प्रकाशशीलम सत्वम आवृत्य तद एव अकार्ये नियुक्ते इति. Now I tell you more simple, direct, complete sentence, है ना, which explains how we get bound. Can't be found than this. Beautiful. Mahamohamayena indrajalena. Who is that Indrajalika? What is the Indrajala? We told yesterday, Raga Dvesh. By this Indrajala of Mahamohamaya, Prakashashilam Sattvam, the pure Sattva Guna, whose basic nature is Prakasha. To know everything as it is. Because of not knowing the things as it is, the confusion is creating samsara. Everywhere, no? I know driving properly. I keep on driving. Where is an accident? It is only not knowing the correct way of driving that I commit accident. Why anybody is corrupt? Because it doesn't know the corruption is wrong. The right way of life is this. ये प्रकाश उसको नहीं है. Why I become a bhogi? Because prakash का आवरण है. The world is not for the bhoga. It's all delusion. It's a confusion. But world is only to see the divine. If this prakash is there, why moha will be there? Very important discussion it is. कि महामोहमयेन इंद्रजालेन प्रकाशशीलं सत्वम आवृत्य. And then the sattva whose nature is prakasha, that has been covered. After that, what happens? Tadeva akarye niyungte. That is the one which is pushing us to do the akarya. And this same question asked in more decent manner in the Upanishads, without any thinking at the lower samsara level. But in Gita, this question was very thoroughly asked by Arjuna at our own empirical level, practical level. What was the question? अतकेन प्रयुक्तोयम पापम चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्न. Even it doesn't want to do the papa, yet why the people do the papa? Baladiva niyojita, kena niyojita. Who is the one who is forcing him? The answer is given. Kamayesha krodayesha rajoguna samudbhava. That is called as the akarye niyungte. In Kenopanishad, keneshitam patati preshitam manaha. There the Kama, Krodha, Papa, Punya, Bandhana is not discussed, but only this much. Ki propelled by whom or in the presence of whom gaining the ability, the mind is perceiving the world, which we have just now studied in our Aitareya Upanishad also, in the quotations also. That was discussed that way. So, Mahamohamayena Indrajalena Prakashashilam Sattvam Avrutya Tad Eva Akarye Niyungte. So, I am there. In me, the Prakashashilatvam of what the life has to be lived for is very much is there. Sattva Guna. But that is covered by the Mahamohamaya Indrajala. Therefore, instead of doing those things or living life for the Paramatma Prapti called as moksha, everything else I am doing which is called here as akarya, not to be done. जो नहीं करना विनियुक्ते. Now, how much important this sentence to be subjectively understood, analyzed and applied on ourselves. बहुत बहुत गंभीर है ये, important. If we miss these very sacred, salient things, then we are dissing ourselves as sadhakas. We are not doing sadhana only. So, Mahamohamayena Indrajalena. Okay. Prakashashilam Sattvam Avrutya Tadeva Akarye Niyungte iti. Okay. This is how the problem. Now, how the pranayama is helping us? Ki tad asya prakasha avaranam karma, which is samsara nibandhanam pranayama abhyasat durbalam bhavati pratikshanam cha kshiyate. So the more and more we do the pranayama, that avarana of this prakasha, the mahamohamaya maya, kshiyate pratikshanam. More and more we do pranayama, that goes slowly. How it happens? Because where is pranayama? Where is the avarana nirmulana? That question should come. The answer is like this. Ki, when we are doing the pranayama, in that pranayama, the prana shakti is regulated and controlled. Because of the control and regulation of prana shakti becoming kriya shakti gets reduced. When the prana shakti becomes becoming kriya shakti gets reduced, intelligently what happens means consequently what happens is this prana shakti, be attentive, which is called earlier kriya shakti, gets converted into the jnana shakti. Prana shakti, instead of becoming kriya shakti, becomes the jnana shakti. Just like when we don't go anywhere, do anything, sit at home. Obviously, when we take a book and study, we understand it. But when you are in a busyness of doing this or that karma, we will not have time to sit stably and gain the jnana. This is how pranayama converts kriya shakti into jnana shakti. Otherwise, also same thing, deeply think about it. When the kriya shakti reduced, jnana shakti increases, then the jnana definitely reduces the ajnana. Ajnana reduces the kamana sankalpadi. When they are reduced, then the kriya or the karma kalapa that gets reduced. When the karmas are reduced, samsara is reduced. Because samsara is more karmas, more karma phalas. Therefore, more janma. ये है ना samsara. In this way, the pranayama helps us in removing the avarana, prakasha avarana slowly, steadily. So, tadasya prakashaavaranam karma, which is samsara nibandhanam, pranayama abhyasat durbalam bhavati pratikshanam chakshiyate. Tata cha uktam. That is why it is said. What is that? Tapona param pranayamat tataha vishuddhihi malanam deeptishcha jnanasya iti. So, there is no greater tapasya than pranayama, because with that pranayama sadhana, malanam vishuddhihi, the inner impurities go away. Deepti cha jnanasya. With that, the jnana deepti becomes. The knowledge, understanding becomes more brighter and brilliant. When the knowledge is brighter and brilliant, we reduce doing the wrong things. This is how the prakasha avarana happens when the pranayama is done. Hmm. Hmm. Pranayamena prananam stairyam. Okay, when we do pranayama, pranas become sthira. Then prananam stairyat, when the pranas become sthira, less agitated, dehasyapi stairyam. The body also becomes less agitated. Then tatahacha, when the body starts becoming sthira, karma nirvrittihi. Slowly, the karma nivrittihi, the reduction in the amount of the karmas done. Tat nivruttau, when the karmas are reduced, tat tat samskarana tat samskaranam apikshayah. When the karmas are less, the karma samskara inside, karma phala outside, that also gets reduced. Then kshayaha daurbalyam tatha jnanasya deeptihi, that leads to the clarity of vision, understanding. This sentence once more we study, then we take up the second sutra of Falashruti of this pranayama sadhana. Then comes the the fifth of the Ashtanga Yoga, the Pratyaharavala. 2 or 3 days we study that also. With that, the sadhana pada number 2 will be over. We'll be going into the third one, the Vibhuti pada. This is how Yoga Darshanam comes, a beautiful means for our study. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Hari Om.